Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got a very special occasion where we've got the E85, the E89 and the G29 all together. And this is my friend Steve. And Steve and I were going to go on the French trip that we spoke about the other day, hopefully, if Steve doesn't have to go for an operation. But Steve has got an E85, he had an E85, then I got my G29 and Steve was like jealous. So he was like, I'm not having that, so I need to get this E89. So now he's got this thing, which we'll talk about in a minute. But we'll start with this E85 that Steve's got. And you've had this for about
5 years, 6 years.
How many miles has it got?
52.
52,000 miles. It's a 2006 plate and it's the facelift model. And the way you can tell the facelift model is because the lights are like clear at the front and the lights are slightly different at the back.
Yeah.
This is a 2.5 litre 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
And I love this car. It's aged really well. I just think, like, given how old it is, it still looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And it's narrower. It's a bit more like a fighter aircraft.
And that's one of the things you see between these three cars is the size difference. They've gradually just got bigger and bigger as they've gone along. But this car is nearly, well, it'll be like, 18 years old. It still looks great.
Yeah.
Steve's actually changed the wheels, haven't you?
Yeah, well, they need spraying up a bit.
Yeah, but Steve don't quite know what he's going to do with this car. He's either going to sell it or he's going to come on a French trip and then sell the white one and keep the silver one, but he's kind of fallen in love with the white one.
Oh, the white one's the one to have.
Yeah, so
yeah.
The white one is the E89 and that's on a 2009 plate, and this is the 30i, it's the 3 litre.
S-Drive.
S-Drive, yeah, and it is the loudest thing you've ever heard. You thought it was straight pipe, didn't you? But
no, it's got silencers on it.
yeah, and it's still like crazy loud. Obviously the difference with this one is, this one's a soft top, that one's a hard top, that one's a soft top. On this one, do you lose any boot space when you put the roof down?
No.
No, that's the difference with that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we have a look in the boot?
Yeah.
So this one's got the soft top, which is...
Oh, I'll have to release it.
How do you open the boot on this?
Yeah, hang on.
This is
you have
the
to
difference.
open it
It's
from
old
the inside.
school. You have to open it from the inside?
Yeah, hang on.
And there it is. So even the boot, at least you don't lose any boot space on this when you put the roof down.
You can set a set of golf clubs and a trolley in there.
Yeah, well that's good enough then, isn't it? What you got in there? Stereo?
Yeah, that's the old stereo.
Oh, right, the original.
Yeah, I've kept it in there so that
if you sell it.
if I sell it, they can fit it.
Oh, right, you've changed the stereo.
Yeah, I've got a dab one and all the bits and pieces in there.
Yeah. As you see, like the interior, obviously it looks older, but it's all right though, isn't it? But it's just very small. Like Steve says, it's like being in an aeroplane.
Yeah, but you can fit
Oh yeah, cup holders.
Cup holders in there.
That's one of the things that's actually missing from the E89, the next one.
Yeah,
Have you put any in there yet?
No, not yet.
This one is when you open the boot, and the roof's down. How do you open this one, Steve?
Well, it should be unlocked as that happens.
Oh, there we go. Difference with this one is, when the roof is down, it's significantly different. I find this really odd, the way the windscreen is in, the boot.
Yeah, but it's called a lady's car because you can only fit a handbag in there when the roof's down.
It is like, it makes a massive difference. And the thing with this is, when you see the roof is up, you've got this kind of like thing here that you have to pull down, don't you? And that tells you.
Yeah, that tells it that the roof can come down.
Yeah.
If that's out of it, the roof won't come down.
Yeah, so if you've got too much stuff in the boot, it won't go down. It just, when Steve and I first went to get it, we come back and we thought the roof was broken.
Yeah.
So we just realised that this thing wasn't in the right place.
Yeah.
But we're going to take this one out for a drive in a minute. I'll be in mine, so you'll be able to hear this thing. Because you can hear this over my car from inside. It is so loud. And this is obviously the auto, and you can tell it's a bit more modern than the E85. It's not significantly different, but the seats are a bit nicer. And similar to my G29, it's got the subwoofers behind the seats. And I don't know if these are standard, but these got like carbon covered mirrors on this. And this one's still got the standard stereo, which I think has got Bluetooth on it. One of the things I find quite funny about this car is it's actually got 4 windows. So it's got 2 windows at the front, and then it has like 2 tiny little windows that come out of here. So it's got like 4 buttons for the windows, which is not on the G29. That's just got two windows, which makes more sense in my view. But yeah, you can really see the difference between the quality and the size of the G29 versus the E89. And then obviously you got my one, which I did on the other video. You can go and watch that. I won't talk about this one too much. This is obviously the G29 20i 2 litre. So that middle one is the loudest and the fastest. It is bonkers. But one of the things you really notice is the size difference over the years. It's just got so much bigger. And I'll show you I can't even unlock my own boot. And the boot is obviously significantly bigger. Right, one thing I do want to do is have a look at the engine. Can we have a look at the engine?
Yeah,
on
yeah,
this 30? I want to see the size of it.
That's the same size.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, so just going to have a quick look at the engine on this 30i. How do you open it?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Open.
There you go.
There you go.
So it's a beast. But you said it's the same size in there?
Yeah, yeah. I'll open that one up.
So this is the 2.5 litre in the E85. It's massive itself, isn't it? It's big.
It's big, yeah.
And you see the difference is here, it still keeps the wings on the car, whereas this, it's all one big unit.
Yeah.
And this is the 3 litre. What is it? 30i S-Drive. And this is the G29. You see the size difference between the 6-cylinder and the 4-cylinder. There's just like loads of like emptiness in this one, isn't there?
It's quite empty, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's going to be quite hard for you to get rid of that because it is nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's just that if you're going to do a Tour de France,
Yeah.
you know, you need to be young to be able to drive this one.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's all very snug inside.
Yeah. It wouldn't be very comfortable doing
it's more like driving a very fast go-kart.
Yeah.
And that one's just like driving a loud, bigger go-kart, really.
Yeah, if you're going to do like 1,500, 1,800 miles, you'd rather do it in this than that, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I don't know what your plan is. So, are you going to keep both or are you going to...
I don't know yet. Well, of course, I'd like to keep both.
Yeah, yeah.
But...
This is expensive.
Yeah.
And unnecessary.
Well, it is unnecessary. It was, yeah, you know, could say it's unnecessary to have either one of them, to be honest.
Right, I think
we're
going to go out for a drive. So, we're going to now take the E89 and the G29 out for a Sunday drive because it's nice weather, and we're going to take a drive up to Goodwood because we're quite lucky we don't live far from Goodwood.
Have you got your ear defenders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Steve keeps kind of like putting his foot down and making a racket in his car, and it's actually making me want to get my car tuned so that it's like got the 300 brake horsepower and makes it a 30i effectively, just so I can keep up with him. Otherwise, when we go to France, he's going to be like just bombing ahead, and I'm going to be struggling. But what I'm hoping is his car is quite old and it's lost quite a lot of horsepower, and I'll be able to put this in sport mode and kind of half keep up with him. The only thing I would say with that E85 is that E89, sorry, is that Steve's just made the comment that driving through France would not be very comfortable in that E85. I'm not sure how comfortable it's going to be in that E89 because it's so loud. He's just going to like be sat in that car for miles and miles, just like with that noise. I think it would drive you insane after a while. I'm sure that's not standard, that car. I can't believe that the 30i makes that amount of noise all the time. One of the things I'm just noticing driving behind Steve is I can smell petrol. I don't know if that's quite right that I can smell petrol, but that thing must be burning fuel. I reckon he could just watch the petrol gauge go down on it. It really smells. Yeah, I think we'll be driving in front of him when we go to France. We can then dictate the speed and not have to smell his fumes coming out the back of his car.
You got the mic on? Do you have the mic on?
Yeah.
That's good.
That was mental. I didn't realise you were allowed to just drive in it.
Just can't drop it.
Race control building.
This looks cool.
Oh, there's planes in there. I didn't realise we were coming here. Wow. This is random. There's actually planes in here taking off.
Oh, our air flipping planes.
Look at this.
Spitfires.
There's a Ferrari over here.
Oh, hello. Yeah, Steve, your car's not that interesting.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Someone's bought a Ferrari to come and fly their plane. This aeroplane's just started up. It sounds about as loud as Steve's Z4. So we've just randomly turned up here. We're about to witness a Spitfire take off, which should be cool. Yeah. See, I thought I could smell fuel coming out of your car.
No,
I think it's the bikes.
No, it's not the bikes.
It is your car.
I think it is my car.
Yeah, we were driving behind, we could smell it, and I was like, that must be going down at like a pace.
See it like
There it goes. There's a Spitfire. Bloody hell. That's the noisiest one of the lot. And this could be a common theme when we go to France. Steve breaking down.
Look, this is what I mean. If this is a common thing, I'm not taking this.
No. What I see with these is just quite common is the roof gets stuck halfway down.
Does it?
Yeah.
Feels quite hot.
crop. You can smell it.
You'd expect it to be hot. Is that hot then?
It feels really warm.
It's really hot.
I don't know if it's meant to be that hot. I'm not really
I don't
mechanics,
think
are we?
so.
I could try mine and see if it's as hot.
Well, see, there's a red thing there. I don't know if that's in your car. See that red thing there?
Right.
That's for jump starting.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Because the battery's in the boot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can feel the heat coming.
It is hot. I don't know if mine's going to be that hot.
Alright, let's test it.
I'll go and see what mine's like.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, awkward as the jag. Yeah,
No,
but
it's
yours has got
hot.
a big plastic thing like.
Steve, it's hot.
Oh.
Yeah?
It's just as hot. I think you're not supposed to undo that if it's hot, are you? We are mechanics, as you can tell. Steve's doing something now.
I'm not even sure what I'm doing.
No, I suggest
What is
you
that?
stop doing it.
Is that the oil or something?
Well, I thought it was for the coolant.
While we're waiting for Steve, he's got his cloth out and trying to work out if his engine's got a problem. We're going to look in this hangar. Just going to randomly look in this hangar. It's like something off GTA.
Jesus.
Look at that.
Oh, the music playing there.
That's right.
God, shiny.
Oh, look. Spitfire song. Yeah. How cool is this?
This is it. See all the engines and stuff.
Yeah. Look at this.
Rolls Royce.
It's a proper workshop. Yeah, it's a proper workshop. Right, we're going to go and get a cup of tea because, well, hopefully, if Steve's still doing his engine, but it's quite been random just turning up here and watching a Spitfire take off. That's the beauty of having one of these cars, is you go out on these little road trips every now and again. Steve's got his phone out. I thought we were going to get a cup of tea.
Yeah, hang on, just going to have a quick look. Is it an E39?
E89.
E89, sorry.
Doesn't even know what type of car it is.
3 litre.
Bought a car, he don't know what he's bought.
Engine.
Don't you want to... This is when we see Steve, the digital guru master, trying to search Google. What has he searched for?
What I want to do...
What was he
Just
putting in the search bar?
coolant.
Cooler.
Yeah. Old man uses phone.
Oh no, yeah.
Old
well,
man uses Google for first time.
That's exactly what I am. Randomly
If we go and get a cup of tea,
yeah,
I will find it in under 30 seconds.
Yeah, all right. Look, I am a Luddite.
Yep, all good.
So I just turned out at Goodwood and it looks like there's a Honda meet here. There's loads of Honda S2000s, Honda Civics. But here, there's an M2 competition. BMW M2 competition. We'll stick with the BMWs, we'll leave the Honda people to it. But this thing's actually a beast, Steve. It's an M2 competition. It's bloody ridiculously fast. I do like the S2000, Steve. The Honda S2000, like the old ones.
Yeah, they're nice.
But yeah, I don't look. If you look, there's the BMW, and doesn't it look better than these Hondas? Yeah, it's kind of cool. This is what's great about living near Goodwood. We just randomly turn up here. We've seen a Spitfire take off, and now we're seeing a Honda car meet. Oh, look at this. Old XR2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, there's the S2000. I do like these. They are well smart.
They do look nice.
Yeah, let's go and have a look at this S2000. This one looks really nice. That is nice, isn't it? Look at that. Look at the interior on these. It's a bit like the E85, how old it is. I'll tell you what, that's in some bloody good condition. That is really nice. Look at that.
God, the number plate's shiny.
That is... I did look at these when I was getting the Z4, but they're still really expensive and obviously they're really old, but that is nice.
Got the wheels on this one,
Yeah. Blue one's nice, but that's not standard wheels. That looks completely standard, that one. That's really nice. Look at that. XR2. What's that, Steve? That's more your era.
That's a Ford
Escort RS.
2000, I think.
Right. Look at this old Fiesta.
Why not click the mic on that?
No, I just want to hold it. Look at this Fiesta. You know what? I always wanted one of these. Back when I was a kid, yeah. One used to pull up outside my house.
Yeah, if they got one.
That is mental. Look at that.
My mate, he phoned me up one day. He said,
Look at that. Look how old that is. That is a go-kart, Steve.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's like the my other
Catamaran. Catamaran. I was going to say catamaran.
anyway.
So I've lived down here for years, and I didn't realise you could just rock up here and walk around the race circuit. And there's just like, oh, there's actually people riding their bikes on the race circuit. I didn't realise you could do that. Look at that.
And little kids just barely going.
So it's actually quite cool if you want to come to Goodwood, because you can see the race circuit. There's a really nice sort of cafe here, and there's just like brilliant car meet that's just turned up here, this Honda car meet, and weirdly Honda and Ford. Yes, I don't really get that. There's a Fiesta that's just turned up. No, sorry, not Fiesta, Focus. Running out of car parking spaces. But yeah, there's loads of Honda Civics, Honda Civic Type Rs. Well, that's kind of cool. So we started out just trying to do a comparison of the three cars. We went out for a drive, went to Goodwood, randomly saw a Spitfire taking off, saw a kind of Honda and Ford meet up, which don't quite really understand, but that was cool. And then we just stopped for a pub and a drink, and that is what I kind of love about having this car. Never would have done that today. The weather is beautiful today, and it's just cool that we get to go on all these little adventures with the Z4. So yeah, it's cool. So thanks for listening. See you soon.